Now we are going live.
ठीक है साहब, अभी टाइम भी हो गया मेरे ख्याल से।
Yes.
5 मिनट्स ओवर।
Ji, Ranjiv sir,
जी सर।
go ahead.
कर दें सर, स्टार्ट करें।
Yes, yes.
यस सर। गुड इवनिंग ऑल द वैल्यूड पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर esteemed speaker guests on the webinar on fire safety in high-rise buildings and the associate challenges with it, its opportunities and the solutions with it. So, which is being organized by Fire and Security Association of India, FSAI Chandigarh Chapter. The event is well supported by all the student chapters of FSAI. It's a pleasant evening, of course, in the entire North India. It's raining heavily and a bit of cold also. Uh, let's first of all welcome Professor Himmat Bhatia, sir, as an experienced architect and an academician with a strong research portfolio and over 28 years of professional engagement. So Professor Bhatia sir has been serving as as a professor at Lovely Professional University for the last 6.5 years. Over the last 3 years, sir's research has primarily focused on sustainable architecture and passive cooling technologies. He has filed six patents for innovative eco-friendly cooling system, including one granted in 2023. His notable work includes the development of solar-assisted and traditionally or organized sustainable technologies. He has also submitted research grant proposal to national agencies with a proposed project worth over 1.8 crore. Recognized nationally, he received the A3F Teachers Award in 2024 and the Design Educator Award in 2025. Congratulations, Professor Bhatia sir, for the
Thank you very much, sir.
beautiful achievement based on the blending academics and research. Through his academic and research efforts, Professor Bhatia sir contributes meaningfully to the sustainability of rural development and architectural innovations. So, dear participants, as we all know, that the high-rise buildings symbolizes modern urban growth. Yet, they also present some of the most complex challenges in fire safety management. From rapid fire spread and difficult evacuations to the reliance on sophisticated detection and suppression systems, ensuring safety in vertical structures demands meticulous planning, advanced technology, and trained human response. So today's webinar on fire safety in high-rise buildings will explore the critical challenges we face, the emerging opportunities offered by innovation and smart design, and the practical solutions that can help us create safer, more resilient building for the future. Now, without much delay, over to Professor Bhatia sir for taking us deep diving into the knowledge on the subject and share his insight and all the practical experience. Professor Bhatia sir.
Thank you very much for the organizing
Welcome,
team.
Bhatia sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Nagen sir and team, I am truly privileged and honored to be part of this webinar series. So to start with this, the topic which is given to me is fire safety in high-rise buildings, challenges, opportunities, and solution. Let's start with the
Yes, sir.
Go in the slide mode, sir.
why it is so important. Ensuring fire safety in building is essential and non-negotiable. So this is a big question to ask. So I just want to discuss one of the case study, very short case study. In 1913, one hotel was constructed in Atlanta, USA. That is Hotel Windcoff. Okay, and it has got good room. I mean, it is a 15-storied high building, and it was advertised that all the rooms are almost fireproof. I mean, fireproof is nothing, but fire resistant. But they were claiming that it is a fireproof. The kind of material they have used for making walls, ceiling, and uh, roofs and the floors, fire cannot reach out there. So the problem happens in 1946 when the fire erupted and it resulted killing 119 guests, including 30 teenager boys. It was the deadliest fire in USA. Thereafter, they started enforcing this National Fire Safety and Code strictly. I'll just show you one of the reconstructive image of the same hotel. They constructed fire escape staircase also thereafter in 1984. This is the image of reconstruction of the hotel in 1984. So if you look at this rectangle, the fire escape staircase was added later on after reconstruction of this building. So no fire sprinkler were done, no other fire safety measures were taken. That's why fire erupted. Then they wake up and started enforcing these kind of fire safety features in the building. So what are the various challenges in high-rise building? One is long evacuation time. So the most important thing is evacuating the occupants from the building. That is the most important. Then say stairwell congestion. So if the people are so many, then overcrowding is also hindering the movement. So movement is not smooth. That is also a big challenge in the fire escape. Third is the smoke inhalation. So smoke reaches out to the occupants before fire. So that is also creating a problem. And then panic and confusion. That is also a big challenge. So if you look at this slide, the rapid fire, where is it gone? If you look at this slide,
We have lost a slide, Professor.
is it gone?
Yeah.
Let me reshare.
प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राजेंद्र बी कोहली सर भी ज्वाइन कर लिए हैं सर फ्रॉम पुणे महाराष्ट्र.
That's great.
वेलकम डॉक्टर साहब.
Yes, sir. Very good evening. Thank you.
वेरी गुड
वो मेरी
इवनिंग सर.
daughter. Yes, sir.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is
yes
visible
yes
now.
please go ahead
Now
प्रोफेसर.
visible.
प्लीज गो इन स्लाइड मोड.
Yeah.
It's okay, sir. अभी भी ऐसे भी चलेगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
हाँ
Yes.
चलेगा.
Good enough. Good enough, sir.
Perfect.
Good enough.
Okay. So the main challenges, these are the four key challenges that came across in the high-rise building. One is a rapid fire and smoke spread. So if the vertical shafts are open, so the fire rapidly reaches out to the different floors. That is a big problem. Second is difficult evacuation. That is done because of the crowded stairwell. Then fire fighting constraints. So it is limiting the access to the fire truck to reach out to the place. Then combustible cladding. That is also a big challenge. So the cladding outside is also creating a problem. So there are three main criteria to do these fire fighting safety features. One is the pre-incident planning. That is generally done during the construction of the building, or even if the building is constructed, these kind of measures are taken care. Second is the communication system. I'll discuss all these three. Communication system. So it is providing it is providing a reliable communication uh, that can help them to coordinate their efforts and stay safe. I mean, the occupant of the building, that should stay safe. So communication is very, very important. Third is the training. So training is of two types. One is the people who are working for this firefighting in the building. They should be trained enough. Second, the mock drill. The mock drill of the people during the fire, so that the panic should not happen. The more death happens when the panic happens. So what is the need for early detection? Rapid response and damage control. Time is adversary. Speed is countermeasure, because we don't have time. That is a real problem. So we have to be very, very speedy. So first important thing is the life safety during the fire. The action that is taken, first is the safety of the life is the most important. Second is the asset protection. That is also very, very important. But the main priority is the fire safety. So I'll discuss the life safety first, then asset protection second. So I'll discuss both the aspects, safety and asset protection. So first of all, there are various challenges on the left side if you see, and on the right side if you see, those are the features. I mean, the factor which save, countermeasure of the left thing. On the left side, the fire safety challenges, the vertical scale. So vertically fire reaches out to the different floors very, very fast. Okay. Then on the left side, there is a complex layout. Because of the complex layout on the right side, if you see, it is difficult to navigate and evacuate when the complex layout happens. On the left side, if you see the blue bar, large occupant load. On the right side, if you see, many people needs to evacuate quickly. So these are the various unveiling hidden depths for the fire safety. It is not moving. Why it is not moving?
Good. Going forward, sir. Good.
Now it is moving. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir, moving.
Yeah. Slide were not moving. Anyway, what are the blueprints for the safety? On the left side, if you see the challenges, on the right side, you will see the solution. How to tackle the high-rise fire risk. On the left side, the smoke, as I already discussed, on the left side, smoke spreads vertically like a chimney. Okay. On the right side, if you make the compartmentation, contains the blaze. If you see the picture on the right side, the left side, the fire erupts, but it is not reaching out to the second room, because the kind of fire protection, the compartmentation that is happening, the fire will not reach out to the second room. So it will give some time for the firemen or other safety people. I mean, the people who are working for the workmen who are working for the safety, they will have some time to make the evacuation process very fast. Okay. On the left side, if you see, the evacuation is a major hurdle. On the right side, protected escape route saves life. So if the people know that this is the way that they should run or they should walk, so that is called a common path. Common path to escape. That is more important to understand, that a common path to travel. So the common path to travel is very, very important. These kind of signs should always be there in the building, so that the people should know that where to run or where to walk, so that the panic should be low and people should be saving their life. On the left side, if you see, the modern facades can fuel fire very, very fast. On the left side, on the right side, the active system, the fight back instantly. So one is passive techniques, one is the active technique in fire protection. Uh, the passive technique is the compartmentation. So if you are making a compartment, it will delay the fire to reach out to the spaces where people are there. And active is as soon as the fire erupts, the people actively, these kind of system actively work, and they'll add some kind of safety features to the system. So another challenge is that we see at the bigger context is the limited access. So required specialized equipment to reach out to the vulnerable place. Then smoke control. So smoke spread very fast in the building, so it should also be controlled. So all the doors which are designed or which are made for the fire safety, they should not allow the smoke to enter to the next room. In the compartmentation that we already seen, it's not that it is protecting the fire to reach out to the other room. It is protecting the smoke also to not to reach out to the other room. Otherwise, people will inhale the smoke and they will die with the panic. Then a water supply issue is also very, very important. The pressure drops at the higher elevation. So when the pressure drops, there are many ways that the pressure could be maintained. One is a jockey pump that maintain the pressure. There are 4 different type of pump to supply the water. One is a jockey pump to maintain the pressure, water pressure. And then some more system senses that can be used to maintain the water pressure during the fire eruption. And then communication difficulties. So some interferences happens, that kind of hindrance happens during the communication. That is also a big problem. So that these kind of problems create a lot of problems in the fire safety challenges. Then I just want to discuss what are the various causes of fire. The fire triangle which you see, there are 3 things which are causing the fire. One is the oxygen, second is the heat, and third is the fuel. Oxygen, when you might have seen that many people are using some blanket for the person who is exposed to fire. So it is just because it will reduce the quantity of oxygen to reach out to the person. So when the oxygen is stopped, the fire easily stops. Second is the fuel. So fuel means it can be a solid fuel like paper, like curtain or blanket and so on. Curtain, carpet and so on. So these are the fuel which are creating some kind of fire. Third is the heat. So if you provide a significant amount of heat, then again fire erupts. So the most important thing is to stop the heat. So the most important part to stop the heat is the sprinkler system. The importance of the sprinkler system is it is protecting the fire 99% from the building. Second is it is using 6 times less as compared to the 6 times less water as compared to the hose reel or hose reel or other fire extinguisher which are manually operated. Generally, what happens is the sprinkler heads function individually. If all the sprinkle opens when the fire erupts, then what will happen is the water will create more damage than the fire. So people will be flooded with the water. So that is why these sprinkler heads are designed in such a way that wherever the fire erupts and the temperature reaches out to more than 135 degree Fahrenheit, or I mean, if it is calculated into the degree centigrade, then it will be more than 57 degree. I mean, these kind of sprinkler heads are designed for a different heat, but the least amount of heat is 57 degree plus. So it just blasts and then it starts sprinkling water onto the fire. So just understand what are the various fire safety solutions in the high-rise building. Passive fire protection that I already discussed. Compartmentation is a passive fire technique, which you need not to do anything just during the construction time. When you apply these kind of techniques in the walls, in the floors, in the ceiling, in the doors, in the windows, and so on, so fire will be protected to a certain amount so that the people can be uh, escaped. Second is the active system. Active system are generally fire alarm system and sprinkler system. As soon as the fire erupts, so these kind of sprinkler get activated, and then it is reducing the amount of fire to spread more. Then, I mean, these are the protections. Then safe evacuation. Here, why I'm talking about the safe evacuation? Now the people who are exposed to fire or who are getting this kind of vulnerable situation of fire, so they also have to act to save their life. So they should follow the instruction which are written on the signs. It can be written on the floor, on the walls as soon as they come out of the room to give the common path of travel. And there are some signs on the floors also generally made. So that they could be evacuated very, very fast. So some kind of refuge floors are also created where people can be evacuated very, very fast. Then the fire control system, they are controlling from where the fire is erupted and how to control and where to send the people, and how the evacuation process happens. So they are making the communication system very, very fast so that the people could be evacuated very, very fast. Now I just talk about the first line of defense for against the fire. So as soon as the fire erupts, so these sprinkler system are actively participating into the fire mitigation. So this is a layout or a chart which is showing different mains, different risers, which are actively participating into the fire eradication. So as I already discussed, it will reduce the fire up to 99%. It will actively participate and it will take less amount of 6 times less amount of water as the manual fire extinguishers. So this is a layout of pipe, networking of the pipe. Generally, fire tanks are supplying the water to the sprinkler system. So fire tanks are made in 3 different levels. One is underground water tank, then surface water tank, and then third is the overhead water tank. So all these water tanks are connected to the pumps. There are 4 different type of pumps. One is the jockey pump, then comes the electrical pump. So generally electrical system fails during the fire. So then diesel pump is standby pump. All these pumps are opening with the sensor. When the jockey pump is always connected to the electrical system as soon as it requires to open the water supply. Then jockey pump starts and it is starting the other pumps also automatically, but you have to stop them manually. And fourth pump is a standby pump for as a sprinkler water pump. So line of defense from the fire. So after a sprinkler system, there is a wet rising main, wet riser you can say. And this is connected to the overhead tanks or water pump, which is always filled with the water. And on the right side, if you see, there is a hose reel, and there'll be some kind of fire cabinet also, which is uh, kept at the place where these kind of hose reel could be taken very fast without any kind of hindrance to the fire. Okay. Then if you see another line, that is a dry riser also. This dry riser doesn't have any kind of water. This wet riser is always filled with the water. So whenever the overhead water tank is filled, so fire tank is always filled first, and then the domestic tanks are filled later on. But the fire tank is always filled first. So this wet riser will always be filled with the water. So as soon as fire erupts, these kind of mains will get actively participate into the fire eradication. Then comes the dry riser. It doesn't have any kind of water in that. But in case you require more water, then the fire tender comes and then they fill this into the dry riser that is connecting generally outside the building, and it has a mouth which is connecting to the fire tender system. Male, it is a male female system which will be connected, and then it will be supplying water, and wherever you require this kind of water to eradicate the fire, it will be reaching out to the floors. And then one is downcomer. Downcomer is also like a wet riser, but it is always open to the outward. When you require water, then it can be connected to the fire tender also, and it is also connected to the water tanks. So that is a second line of defense. Then if you talk about line of defense manually, so these are the fire hydrants. On the right side, there is a sprinkler system. On the left side, that is done manually. So water generally gushing out very fast, so pressure drops. So in that case, you require some system. I mean, jockey pump is providing that pressure, and some more pressure pump will also supply that kind of pressure. So manually is the only way when sprinkler system, sprinkler system is working, and manually you can give the extra supply of water to eradicate the fire. So I'm just talking about the life safety methods. On the left side, if you see on the top, to develop a comprehensive plan. So one is the designing of the building, in which all the fire extinguisher, everything is putting into the place, and then prohibiting the elevator use, because elevator is a vertical shaft. So if fire erupting in any of the place, in any of the floor, so it will travel vertically very fast at different floors. So it is not recommended to use these kind of elevators during the fire. But there is another elevator that is called fireman elevator. So it has got some different kind of specification. It is not operated from the outside, it is operated from the inside. And firemen can reach out to the area where they require the most. And from there, they will be evacuating and utilizing that kind of lift very efficiently. Then optimized stairwell design is very important to create the evacuation very fast. The most important part is when you create fire escape staircase. So you have to supply positive pressure from the manual pump on the top of fixing somewhere on the top of the building, so that the fire, if it is hitting third floor or fourth floor and so on, it will not be spreading out to the different floors. So that is the most important part of fire escape staircase. Okay. And then on the right side, on the bottom right side, there's a dedicated space for the area of refuge from where people could be evacuated. People will be gathered there, they'll be communicated and they'll be evacuated. On the right side, on the top, conduct regular fire drills so that people should know that in case of any kind of vulnerability, they should be saving their life. They should know how to save their life and when to save their life, when to run fast and how to act, when to act. Now, I'm talking about the asset protection. That is also very, very important that I already discussed. Life protection is the first priority. Second is the asset protection. So the compartmentation, that is very, very important. Then fire resistant material is also providing the fire to reach out to the different places. Then fireproofing. You might have seen that during the childhood, we do some kind of कुछ शैतानी वितानी कर लेते हैं. तो some people, one person in our class, he was very notorious. So he was saying that I am a magician. Then he started lighting up that matchstick and putting that burn matchstick into the mouth. Okay. And the fire, I mean, it just smoke and there is no fire because in our body there is a carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is not, I mean, it is stopping the fire. So if there is a oxygen in the mouth and he's lighting up that matchstick into the mouth, then entire mouth will be burned. So, I mean, this is not a magician, this is a science. There is a science behind. So achieving fire safety in high rise. These are the three very, very important part in achieving the fire safety. First is the early detection. Early detection means fire hazard is generally, I mean, fire hazard buildings are categorized into the three parts. One is light hazard, which is comprising the school, residential buildings and offices. Second is medium hazard, that is comprising factories and warehouses. And third is the high hazard, where foam factories, aircraft hangars, paint factories and firework factories. So they are categorized. So on the basis of that, the fire coding are applying to the different kind of buildings. So early detection is very, very important in case any kind of fire erupts. So life saving and asset saving is could be expedited very, 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 very fast. Fire hazard, I already discussed. Three types of fire hazards buildings are categorized. Then the maintenance is the most important part. People keep on maintaining and keep on doing this mock drill. I mean, all the fire workers which are there in the building, firemen which are working regularly into the building, they should do these kind of mock drills and keep maintenance on the regular basis, so that in case the vulnerability of fire happens, then these systems should work efficiently. It is not a conclusion, but I am ending my, somehow I have to end my presentation. So I have written a conclusion of it is a conclusion of my presentation, but not the conclusion of the fire safety measures. Fire safety in high rise is a complex and critical issue. By implementing a comprehensive approach, it is possible to significantly reduce the risk of the fire and protect the life of the occupants. Then prevention measures is very, very important. Evacuation plan is always important. Then advanced detection and suppression is important. Then structural fire protection is important. So the continuous improvement and adaptation of the new technology and the best practices are essential to maintain a high level of fire safety in these kind of complex structures. So this is a question of future research, that continuous improvement and adoption of new technologies. Now, equipments we have already designed, we have already implemented, but how these new technologies and best practices are making more fire safe buildings, that research is still on, and they are always, people are always exposed to these kind of researches. And maybe in the future we will have some better fire protection safety measures to protect life and assets. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Bhatia. It is very structured and a well-designed presentation. Thank you for that. As you started off with the general understanding of the fire challenges, long evacuation of occupants, it's very well considered, point. Then in the design and systems, you talked about pre-inductive planning, human and management factors. That involves a lot of training and troubles to the firemen, those who are tackling the fires at the time of any incident. Then furthermore, you talked a lot about opportunities and technologies. IoT, of course, is talk of the day, but well said that more we sweat in peace, less we bleed in war. Developing a comprehensive design and a plan is again indicative of good practices towards the fire systems. Then talking about the ways and solutions, assets protection, fireproofing, you said about it's very well taken points. And fire at the end of the day is called a good servant and a bad master. We all know that. So it should primarily be taken by all the policymakers and all the designers as a fundamental right. And it should be taken as a shared responsibility also. Lots of do and don'ts, Professor Saab, and many experienced participant on this webinar, that we have very limited time in case of any fire. It's 138 seconds, 2 minutes and 18 seconds for one to evacuate, one to save the life. Thank you so much again for the very well-structured presentation and your insights on the fire safety. And now the floor is open for any questions and answers from the audience.
Yes. Excellent, wonderful presentation, Professor Himmat Bhatia ji.
Thank you, sir.
Now I am requesting all participants. Sanjeev ji, it's
Yes, sir.
we have the participants from Bengaluru, we have participants from Andhra Pradesh, we have participants from Maharashtra. So I am requesting all, please open your video so that we can take the click for news and some other places.
Very wonderful, sir. Before I present the vote of thanks to Professor Bhatia, wish everyone comes up with the video.
I am requesting, we are requesting, please
Amit
switch
sir,
on your
Mani
camera.
Sir.
We have Dr. Balkar sir from Chandigarh, PS Saini Sahab, Chandigarh, Professor Dr. Rajendra V. Kohli sir, Principal, Marathwada College of Architecture, Pune, Maharashtra. Shandipan
Khanna
Ghosh
sir is
Sahab,
also.
Krishna Mittal, our team, our immediate past president Sahab also joined.
Yes. Amit sir also has joined.
Amit sir, yes. Kiran Gandhi ji, Nidhi Priya, Mannat, Mani Khanna Sahab. Mani sir, switch on your camera, please. Rajni, Tilpa Shabita in from Bengaluru. Shabita ma'am, can you switch on your camera, please? Welcome, welcome, sir. Shabita ma'am, Riyan Tanveer, Siddhant, Neeraj Khurana, sir, our CWC member. Please switch on your camera, sir.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Take a pic of that. एक screenshot ले लीजिएगा sir.
Yeah. Shreya Singh, Shailja Bhagwat. Oh, Dr. Ambuj Kumar, our proud member of FSAI, international professor from Ethiopia. Welcome, sir.
Great.
Yeah. Please switch on your camera so that I can take the photo.
First of all, I just congratulate Professor Bhatia, and even the Sanjeev Bhardwaj is also there, my colleague in Chitkara, and I'm very happy to see all the people here. And it is very fantastic. Actually, the Professor Bhatia has put everything in the crispy form, though it is very nutshell. But the thing is that we have to create awareness among not only the designers, but the people who are living in the high-rise building. They must know what are the preventive measures. And still I remember when I had been there in Chitkara, that time one of our brigadier vice chancellor, pro vice chancellor was there, and we had a mock demonstration there. And I think the Sanjeev must be remembering that one.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it is very fantastic. Actually, we have to have all these type of things together. Otherwise, who will think about it? See, not only the planner and designer, but also the general people who are there must see that what are the things to be done, and we have to create the awareness, because people, general people, they don't know ABCD of the technical thing. They just know, oh, fire is there, escape. But even they don't know the escape staircase. What is the escape staircase? So all these things we have to make them understand. Then only it will be easy for us. Otherwise, nowadays it is happening everywhere, the fire hazard and all the things, because of the silly mistake of any user. So we have to be very careful in this. Thank you very much for, actually I joined this particular forum, and I am happy that we have to contribute something better for the purpose of our architectural design and all the things, being a professor of architecture. Thank you, Dr. Professor Nagendra, Professor Himmat Bhatia, Sanjeev Bhardwaj ji, and all other people who are participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Sir, happy to see you after so long.
Yeah.
Now,
very nice.
Sir has very recently joined FSAI. So welcome,
Great,
sir.
Congratulations.
Now you are the proud member of FSAI.
Yeah. I am with you people. Whenever I am here in India, I would like to do something, contribute something.
So we need two people. Switch on your camera. Nidhi Priya and Rajendra V. Kohli sir from Pune. Nidhi Priya ji, can you switch on your camera? Yes. So we are just taking for press note and some other type of thing. Yes. So
Nagendra sir, with your permission, just would like to present a few words towards a vote of thanks to Professor Bhatia.
Sir, question answer session ना first.
Sir, question answer कुछ है तो जरूर लेंगे sir.
Yes, बिल्कुल है. Just sing.
And we can include suggestions
directly interact
also,
na, if anyone want question ask, interact with the expert.
If not questions, let us have the suggestions as well, because we have so many distinguished participants.
Yeah. We just want to have a reaction of the people. What reactions they have.
Yes.
I am just sir, would like to hear you, sir. Amit sir,
I am just asking one question from Mr. Bhatia. Why are high-rise buildings considered more vulnerable to fire hazards compared to low-rise buildings? This is a very simple question.
Sir, this is a common question and not very difficult. As you said, it is a simple question. The reason behind this is when the fire erupts in the building, so people need to evacuate very, very fast, first thing. So if in the low rise building, people can evacuate very, very fast, but in the high rise, you have to vertically come down and then you have to evacuate to the safe place. So that is a big challenge in high rise building. And in India, the high rise buildings are considered as more than 15 meter, 15 meter or 15 meter plus. It means when you are having more than 4 floors, then again you are coming in the high rise
Yeah,
building.
Mr. Bhatia, I would like to add something to this.
Yes,
It is
please.
not a question. It is, I mean, just adding to your answer. Actually, the firefighting system we are providing for the two types of building. One is for the high rise, and another for the where the population density in the building itself is very high. So that this is the two factors we are always considering.
True,
So
true.
even if it is a very big building and having even the less than the 15 meter in height, but it is a very big building and suddenly the crowd will be there. So also we used to have the firefighting system. So this is the two parameter we are considering.
So as per NBC, if the
Yeah.
floor area is more than 500
500 meter square.
500
Meter
meter
square.
square.
500
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
Again,
Then
if,
we
even
have.
if it is less than 15
Yeah,
square, 15
yeah.
meter height, it
The
will be considered as a
concept is like that only. Where
same.
we have to have the access, the maximum number of access. If it is not there, even in the small building, when you don't have the access, we have to have the firefighting. Very
True,
frankly.
true,
So this is because of that, all these things we are putting in the building bylaws. Understand? So building bylaws is nothing. We are preparing the building bylaws, and we are sensing the what are the things happening, and accordingly we are putting the thing. So it is all 500 meter square is the area we have put. But even if you feel as an architect that the escape access should be there, we have to provide, and that is the firefighting system.
Thank you, sir. Very well
Yes,
taken.
excellent.
Very well said.
Yeah, Shavita ma'am from Bengaluru want to say something. Ma'am, kindly unmute, please. Unmute. Yes. You are muted, Ji. Sound is not coming. You are not audible.
I think
Yeah, now, sir.
Yes. You are audible. Welcome, Ji.
Welcome, sir. So here also in low-rise building also, you told about 500 meters, sir. There also, sir, we need to go for only for the corridors we do here, sprinklers we give, but not for the full area as we give for the high-rise buildings. So my point is, can we suggest for the low-rise buildings also the sprinklers everywhere inside the residence also?
It will become very costly actually.
That's
necessary actually. That's why I'm just telling you understand the concept behind it. The concept is that every person from his own residence area, I mean whether it is a flat or whether whatever the things are there, within the seconds, 30 seconds, they should come out. If they come out, no need of putting the sprinkler and all the things.
Even
So corridor is always crowded. Na? When suppose 5-6 flats are there, one single corridor is there, even it is a small area, but people are rushing to the corridor. Because of that, we are putting in the corridor.
So here my point is, especially near the airport region, they don't give for a high-rise building, but that they develop a township in a bigger scales.
Yeah.
The huge projects we have like 2,000 residential units and all, but it's a low-rise building. But how do we protect that people? So inside when it happens, one house gets fire, and how do we protect that? That was my point. Why don't we provide a sprinkler inside also for low-rise? In the huge
low-rise sprinkler in what? Are you talking about a simple Bangalore type building or something like that?
So it's an apartment buildings now. Bangalore also we don't have individual
apartment you can provide. Apartment you can provide. Everywhere it is welcome nowadays. It is not like that because it is written in the international code of conduct or international code. Understand? It is up to you. You can provide.
Okay.
That is the minimum. The fire, even National Building Code, the section 4 is there. Those are the minimum things. Those are the guidelines. Always take it.
The part 4 only says that the sprinkler system should only be installed in the basements.
Yes.
I mean, there are certain government norms also. We go for the provisional and the final NOCs also. They don't, emphasize on having the sprinkler systems on the first or second floor. They only seek good system in the basements on.
Basements.
Yeah, it is because it is very difficult to come out from the basement. No? It is coming out from the basement is always dangerous thing. So we have to have there. That is the one thing. Or even if you are more than at the 15-meter of height of any building, or even 11-meter height above, ground plus 3 above, whatever the things are there, we have to be careful. So that is the concept.
Then again,
That's
at the
good,
end
sir.
of the day, there's a lot to be done, sir. Lot to be done on the shared responsibility basis also, on the compliances basis. काफी चीजें हैं फायर के बारे में, but it's जितना हम बात करेंगे उतना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है.
That's good, sir. That is the beauty of the webinar, na?
We have to go in the depth of the things why we are providing. The question is there.
Yes.
That's all.
If the things are there, we have to provide even in the smaller building. Very simple. Even if you are using the hazardous material, you are using in the small building also, you have to put a firefighting system.
So thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Nagendra sir, the time also says that.
Yeah, one student want to ask. Rajni Kumari. Rajni. Rajni, switch on your camera, please. Hello, Rajni. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ask your question, please. So, meanwhile, I want to announce that our next speaker for webinar session 2 is from Maharashtra, Dr. Rajendra B. Kohli, sir. That will going to deliver talk on fire awareness. I mean,
sir, my question is.
Yes, please, Rajni.
What is fire pump room? Actually, I want to know about that.
What is fire?
From?
What is fire pump room?
Fire
pump room.
Fire pump room.
Yes, sir.
Expert, sir, please.
Fire pump room is having different pumps which are installed in the room. So all these fire pumps are directly connected to the underground water tank and overhead water tank. So the important part of this fire pump room is, in case fire erupts, so sprinkler blast, sprinkler start sprinkling onto the fire eruption. So as soon as sprinkling happens, so the overhead water tank starting reducing, the water in the overhead water tank started reducing. Then the sensor will sense that after this height, the sensor will open, sensor will open and the jockey pump will start. And as soon as the jockey pump will start, the electrical pump or diesel pump will start, and it start filling the water from the underground tank to the overhead water tank, so that the water supply should not be stopped in case the fire is too much. So fire pump is very, very important. It is always connected. All the pumps are always connected to the water, underground water tanks and overhead water tank. So this is very, very important. Overhead water tank has got some limitations of water capacity. As soon as this water capacity is removed, the fire again will start blowing and damaging the life and asset. So that's why in that kind of system, these fire pumps work very actively. They participate very actively in the fire eradication. Good. I hope I answered.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Nagendra sir, can I ask one question?
Yeah, okay. One question from architect Gunit Singh from Amritsar. Yes, please, sir.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So
Hello.
basically, I'm an architect. I am from Amritsar. And I just want to know that when we design buildings, right? We have designed houses, we design apartments, as you were saying about the apartments as well, that the sprinkler systems and the indoor fire safety systems can be used and should be used over there also. But sometimes when we are in hotel project, right? There is always a client who is budget constrained. So when you talk about the chain hotels, that's the separate scenario. But when we are talking about a budget hotel, right? So over there, no doubt, the fire safety norms and the NOCs are required. But most of the clients, they don't tend to take those things, first of all, right? Then there's the liability of the, or you can say the responsibility, which ends up is with the architect. Because in, I suppose a few years back, there was a fire incident in Delhi, and the club got totally blazed in fire, and the architect was kept responsible for that. But in that case, most of the architects don't have any say in these situations, first of all, right? So how should we as an professional proceed to that? First, my I have two queries, right? First is this, the second thing is, like, if there is some situation like this, so I have seen most of the European countries, how do they fight us, that they create a separate movable staircase system outside the building. Okay. So, should we go in for that thing over here as well? As in, because I'm from Amritsar, we have projects across Punjab. So, land is not that much of an issue, but the pricing of that land is a major issue. So internally, we cannot do much of the changes in the constructed buildings. But yeah, but if it is permissible to do something outside the building, that can be done. So what's your say on that?
See, when architect is doing the building, so safety architect always has to think that only designing is not important, only functions are not important, only aesthetics is not important, only structure is not important, but the user profile group, the use people who are using the building, their safety is also very primarily taken care. I mean, it is very prime safety factors that has to be considered. So first thing is ethics of an architect towards the profession. So when ethics are prevailing, then you have to do. When you think that if you don't do, then client will take away the project, then ethically you have to compromise. In that case, what you can do is you have to go by the codes. Okay. Now, national codes are there, international codes are there. So at least follow those codes. Please follow those codes.
No,
I mean,
but the codes have been followed. But the codes have been followed. The fire safety systems has been achieved in terms of the underground water tanks, then the pipeline and everything, hoses and everything set up, but not in terms of the room, because sprinkler systems require more of the budgets in terms of the individual sprinkler systems in the rooms. So that becomes a tricky part over here.
No, what you can do is if it is a hotel, so it has got the corridor and it is if double loaded corridor on both sides there are rooms. Okay, you have to run one pipe in the middle of the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can connect to the room, and there are some wall sprinklers which will throw like that. I mean, there are four different types of sprinklers. So wall sprinkler, it will cost very low, and it will require only one pipeline every floor, and each floor will be connected to this pipeline, and each room will be connected to this pipeline. So in case the fire erupts, so these kind of sprinkler system activates and then it starts sprinkling. So the cost will also be low. It's not that you have to run the this kind of loop or line or ring all over the room. You can use these kind of, I mean, you are an architect, you can design how to make the things cost effective. So this is one way that you can do. I mean, this is the idea that just came up in my mind, and that will be helpful.
I would like to add again. Again,
Yes, yes, please,
because,
sir.
because of my experience, because I am also author of 2 building bylaws in India. I have written the building bylaws of the Jamshedpur, Tatanagar, and the Patna. So see, I will tell you one thing, why we are doing all these things. See, nowadays, what is happening, people are putting all the blames on the architect. Our
Yeah.
duty, apart from the architects, we are a social animal. So we have to be very careful while you are taking the NOC from the fire department, and even from the authority, development authority, whatever it is there, or municipality. We should be very careful with that. If the client, they are not providing the minimum requirement of fire safety measurement, we have to report it. We have to go and simply we have to send to the fire office and send to the authority. Because I have seen this in a lot of buildings. When I was working as a director of Patna Regional Development Authority, it was happening frequently. It was happening. So it because I have faced a lot of courts also, the tribunals and the other courts also regarding this question. So I feel that you should be safe. Being a profession, you try to put whatever the Himmat Bhatia, Professor Bhatia was saying, that we have to put the design system and all the things, the minimum. But whatever the minimum things they have approved on your map, the fire office, you have to make it sure that it should be there. If it is not there, you have to report in advance to these office. That then otherwise what will happen? Nowadays the things are going in different way. We are always in the soup. We are always in the court. This is not a good thing. We are doing a good for the people, not for the fighting again for one case. So we have to be very clear in our mind what we are going to do. Okay, I think so. We have to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. At the end of the day, it is a shared responsibility, not only the architect, that of the owner, that of the government also. We
So-
all have
Because
to
see,
contribute.
sir, most of the architects, we as an architect, we plan everything, right? We tend to give all the required things which are to be supposed to be in the building itself. But most of the clients, they tend
They
to
don't provide.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't
That's the
provide.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
that's
now,
where the architects and the professionals they get
How
the
they
good.
get the completion certificate then from the
I
authority?
wanted to
That's
tell
all
that.
the
There's a big question, sir.
They
There
cannot
is
get.
always a big
They don't
question.
give a completion certificate, sir.
Yes.
And even hotel industry people who are running also, sir, they also have their set of rules. They come, they check, and then only they certify this hotel is this rated. Without this
Okay.
sprinkler system, they won't
They will
even
not
give
give
any
the.
rates, sir.
Yeah.
Because
Mm.
I also have worked on Hyatt hotel, so I know the rules from the scratch. They don't even allow to run the hotel, sir.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
good,
Thank
good,
you,
good,
sir.
good.
Thank you,
La-
Nagendra, sir.
one
I believe the
more
time
question, last question.
sir, I believe the time is running out. Let's stop it
But
there.
when-
Give
A
something
student dropped,
for the
sir.
next.
Rian, go fastly. Rian, go fastly.
सर
Rian,
थोड़ा
Tanveer.
समय का अभाव है तो
I think more
Yes,
people
it is just going, just going.
we will take one-to-one question, sir. One-to-one कर लेंगे ये रेयान को
Yeah.
बोलें तो he can have one-to-one question with Professor
Rian,
Bhatia.
fastly.
So, sir, how can architects ensure fire system remains maintainable over the building's life cycle, sir? Because we are installing it, but how is it maintainable over the whole life cycle of the building?
Let me answer. Let me quickly answer this question. We have Rian, the renewal of NOCs from the government department every year. That the system needs to be reviewed by the government, and the renewal NOC is supposed to be issued by the government.
Yeah. After every 1 year or 3 years or 5
Every
years,
1
they
year,
are
1
having
year.
the time period.
Once in a
and
5
they are
years
reviewing.
schedule, sir.
Yeah,
Once in a 5
It
years.
is everywhere. Yeah.
Every 1
Cycle
year,
type of
2
part.
years, 3 years. The cycle depends upon state to state. The
Yeah.
territory. Thank you so much,
Okay,
sir.
go
Thank
ahead,
you
sir. Go ahead.
on behalf of the Fire and Security Association of India. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our distinguished speaker, Professor Himmat Bhatia, sir, for sharing the valuable knowledge and practical insight on the fire safety in high-rise buildings. Sir, truly, Bhatia sir, your expertise has truly enriched today's discussion and given us a clearer understanding of how design, technology, and responsible management can work together to save the lives. Let me again thank to all the participants for their valuable time in the inclined weather also, and active involvement in the thoughtful, not only question and answers, but thoughtful submission of their experience. My sincere appreciation again goes to our President-elect, Professor Nagendra Narayan sir, and entire CWC membership of FSAI Chandigarh Chapter, our past president being the part of this webinar, Amit sir, thank you so much. And thanking respected regional director sir and headquarter leadership for the tireless efforts in making this webinar a smooth and successful event. And my special thanks goes to the entire leadership of Manikhana sir. Special thanks to all the students chapter for supporting this event. Finally, let us take today's learning forward into our professional practices and daily lives, so that together we can contribute to creating safer and a more resilient high-rise and safe buildings. Thank you. Thanks all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day, wonderful time. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So just little bit announcement. We, on the behalf of FSAI, this is our first webinar, and we are continuously, our endeavor is to organize 1 and 2 webinar every month. So our another expert lecture will be delivered by Professor Dr. Rajendra B. Kohli sir. He's also here. Dr. Rajendra B. Kohli sir. He's from Pune, very renowned academician, and his topic will be fire safety in India, codes, compliance, and emerging technologies, and followed with panel discussions. So now together we will do something for Safe India through FSAI activities. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And big salute to everybody.
See you.
Thank you so much.
See you on coming next webinar on
Thank
29th.
you.
Same time,
And
7
happy
p.m.
Republic Day, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sapta ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
See you on. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Very good effort.